What is good? Welcome back to another episode. Thanks so far for the support on the channel. It has been awesome and it's only going to get better. Still feeling this whole process out, but today I've got a bit of a disappointing one. I've decided I'm going to return these and I want to tell you about why. And it's bigger than just this pair here. It's about Nike and Jordan brands in general. But yeah, let's get into it. Come on. Now, it's not the colorway. The colorway I like, and I still do like the colorway. You can't really go wrong with a black and a brown. This little sort of like dusty, peachy color that runs down the tongue, around the side of the eyelets here, and also around the heel, the top line, as well as the contrast. Like, color blocking's nice. Certainly can't fault it. The main reason I'm sending these back is because of the quality, and this is a very flattering light to show them off in, because you can see the tumbled leather here, you can see the pebbling, but it's not very soft, it's not thick, it doesn't scream quality at all. In fact, it screams everything about sub-quality. And to illustrate my point, let me just grab a couple of other Jordan 3s that I have in the collection that I paid less for retail-wise. That are much better in terms of the tumbled leather up top. So first is the 2017 black cement 3s, one of the best Jordans of all time. And again, look at how the pebbling in the tumbled leather shows up. Now, if you're not familiar with the process of how tumbled leather is treated, basically it's treated with very small pebbles that smash up against the leather when it's being treated, and it abrades the fabric to give it this really soft, textured, luscious, luxurious quality to it. It screams high quality, but also like wearability as well. And so if you compare the grading and the pebbling on the tumbled leather of the black cements versus the desert elephants, it's there to be seen. You know, it's night and day. These have the quality that we're looking for, that we want. It's got the feeling. It's everything that you would expect for a decent retail price point. Now, back in 2017, when these came out, the retail price point was a lot lower. It was around, £140, £150, maybe like 160 at a stretch, but a lot less than I paid for the desert elephants. Here's another example. These are the International Flight 3s. And again, look at the quality of the tumbled leather on the upper. You can see the pebbling. They just scream quality. This is the kind of shoe that you put on and it feels nice on foot. It's nice to look at. And you're just reassured that the money and the price that you're paying is being reflected in the quality. And one final example would be the UNC 3s. Again, you're just comparing the tumbled leather. It's fairly non-existent here, where it's readily apparent right here. Bro, you so mad about the leather, what are you so mad about the leather for? It's about the principle of paying for a certain level of quality that you expect when paying the premium. Now, the QC on this particular pair, it's not the best. It's going to be difficult to sort of show you some of the minor QC issues, because it's being quite pedantic, I get, at this point. But you can see how the color's kind of like running off the black here. It's sort of like bleeding a little bit into the white midsole. That's not something that I'm happy with. It's being a little bit persnickety, but hey ho, like, that is what it is. The paint is bubbling a little bit down the midsole, which is a feature that you quite often find with the midsole paints on Jordans. But the bubbling paint's not great. We've got a few glue marks here where the midsole's meeting the upper. And yeah, it's just, in a nutshell, not up to scratch quality-wise. I was willing to sit on them because I like the colorway and I think it's a very wearable shoe. But I would much rather take that £180, which is a significant chunk of change, and put it into something else. Yeah, here's an example of a shoe that I bought recently for the exact same money on the resale market, the Fear 3s, which I also did a video of recently as well. Check that out if you can. So I would rather take the £180 that I paid for these, brand new with crap quality, I'd rather take that money and put it towards something like these, the Fear 3s from 2013. A, because this is the kind of shoe that I'm not going to see people wearing, because it's obviously it's an older and it's a rarer shoe. And two, like the quality back in 2013, a lot better. Like even though this is nearly 10 years old, this shoe, like the amount of flaws compared to what's on here QC wise are minimal. The quality of the suede's good. This material up here is beautiful. So, like QC was better in 2013, it would seem. Materials were better in 2013, and we were complaining about QC and quality back in 2013. So it kind of seems like the quality from Jordan brand and Nike is sliding even more, which is worrisome. So this is a big reason why I'm not really into a lot of the new releases from Jordan brand and Nike. A lot of the colorways that they're coming out with these days for retros are kind of like average at best. And a lot of the quality that's being put on these shoes isn't what we've come to, expect. The QC has been notoriously bad from Nike for a long time. And I'm just kind of like fed up with it. So it's almost like... It's almost like I'm doing this out of principle, because I don't want to overpay for a shoe that has worse quality than shoes of yesteryear. And considering the retail has been hiked up across the board with Nikes and Jordans, I'm not willing to support the new project of paying more for less quality, for worse quality shoes. And so it's for that reason, among some other small reasons, why I've decided to send these back. And I would much rather these days put my money towards older shoes that I've been looking for some time now. I'd be much more interested in getting some like cool SBs or something, brand new SBs on the resale market for like 180 pounds. I'm just kind of like over Jordan brand's relentless saturation of the market with sub-quality retros that they know are going to sell out, because the market has just exploded in recent times with an appetite for Jordan. So listen, that is the reason why I'm a little bit fed up with new releases. The quality's not there in general. Like in most cases it takes a collab to bring out the quality, and I don't want to have to be waiting around for a collab to anticipate some kind of good quality. So unfortunately these are done. I'm not into them. Now, they may well jump up in value, and this could be an L for me, maybe like in 6 months' time or 8 months' time. If threes really pop off, I might be regretting not having them or not having held on to them. But in all honesty, when you have a shoe and it's just not speaking to you quality-wise to the point where you just don't see yourself enjoying it because you don't feel like you've gotten your value, then at that point, whether it goes up in the future or not, it doesn't matter. So that's my reason for sending these back. And yeah, there we go. So cheers for watching. What do you think? Would you send them back, or would you have held on to them? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching.